Hello everyone, it's Tundi here again from Solistic Touch and my lovely assistant.
Hello, it's Alan, still social distancing.
Thank you for that. So we washed our hands and now we are going to sanitize our hands, and while I'm sanitizing my hands I'm just going to say that Reflexology doesn't actually say that it's going to cure anything, but it's going to help us to rebalance our body, and that's how we are going to feel more relaxed. So especially with today's topic, anxiety, I would just like to say that if you feel the need, you can actually go and seek medical help, because reflexology is not guaranteeing you that, your anxiety will go away. Right, so as I mentioned in yesterday's post, it's Carers Week this week. It's Carers Week this week. So I asked one of our lovely carers in this group, lovely unpaid carers, what she would like help with, and her answer was anxiety. So that's why I chose today's topic. So anxiety is such a big topic, and especially nowadays. Even before lockdown, a lot of people were anxious about their jobs, about the daily life, the living, etc., etc. So our lovely NHS site says that anxiety is a feeling of unease, such as worry or fear, that can be mild or severe, and everyone has feelings of anxiety at some point in their lives. For example, you may feel worried or anxious before an exam, before you go and have an interview, before you go and have a dentist appointment or an appointment at the doctor's, etc., etc. And during these times, anxiety is normal. But what about if anxiety just continues? Anxiety is the main symptom of several medical conditions, like panic disorder, like phobias, like social anxiety disorder, and post-traumatic disorder as well. This could have a huge impact on our daily lives. I remember the moments when I was actually going into my reflexology exam. I was really anxious. Just the day before, Jackie was there for us. She was really good, and she made a video for us in what she was talking about, a hand reflexology technique, what can calm us down. What I'm going to show you again, because I already did show you this technique, it's Lynn Booth's technique. That's the first time when I actually came into contact with this lovely technique. And then she asked us all to go and buy some rescue remedy. And with the rescue remedy, my emotions really calmed down, my anxiety calmed down. So after a few months of the exam, I actually did learn this technique myself from Lynn Booth in person, and I've been using it on myself. I did show it to my clients, and my lovely assistant is using it on himself as well. So just remember, no matter what is going on in your lives, no matter what is happening, we are here, all of us, we are here to help you. And just give us a shout if you're struggling with anxiety, or you can always call the NHS 111 and they will help. Right, so I'm going to bring in my paper chart. Okay, so here are today's points. There are some new points. As I said in my post beforehand yesterday, we already touched on anxiety topic in a previous video, but today is a bit different because I added more points to it, and they are only for anxiety, they are not for stress as well. One of the points is trying to fall off. Okay, right, so the point was trying to fall off is called sympathetic autonomic point. I never can pronounce this word. Okay, the next one is Shenman, what we already know. Point 0 we know. Just under point 0 is the stomach point. Then the vagus nerve we learned last week. The heart is a new one as well there. Then the adrenal gland is a new one here. Tranquilizer point. The occiput we worked already with, and the master cerebral and the nervousness we already worked with. Right, so I'm going to bring my plastic ear in now. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, so here are today's points on my lovely ear. Just do bear with me if the points are going to fall off, because these stickers are really old, so they might be just falling off as I'm rubbing them. Okay, so if we start with Shenmen up here, okay, now is the time to grab a pair of ears, so you can actually work on a pair of ears or even your own ears. Okay, so here is Shenmen. Just rub it really, really well. Then here is the sympathetic autonomic, right? I said it right now, sort of. Point. Just rub it here nicely. And then 0.0 in the middle. There. And then here comes the stomach. I need to smile because as I'm doing this, Alan is doing it on himself. He's watching me and he's doing it on himself. Okay. Right, so here is the heart, what we haven't worked on yet before. And there's the vagus nerve in there. As I said last week in the video, the vagus nerve is a topic for a lot of therapists, because there is a lot of research going into the vagus nerve. Okay, there's the adrenal gland. Then there's the tranquilizer point. Then there's the master cerebral and the nervousness. Okay, so you can work these points on one ear or on both ears, whichever you feel more comfortable of. And in a few seconds I will bring my lovely assistant in, and then you can actually see it better on a proper ear. Okay, right, so here is my lovely assistant in the chair. As we all know, there is still lockdown here around here, so I still put some little pins in there. I'm just going to sanitize the ear now with a wet wipe. We'll try not to touch the hair because it's very silky, so we had a struggle to pin it up. There you go. All right. Okay, so we can start our work for today's topic. Let me just try to concentrate on this area. Yep, okay. Right, so if we start with Shenmen, what is up here in this little groove, just work that really, really well. Okay, as in previous videos I explained, this is the helper point for all of the points. Okay, and then there is here the sympathetic autonomic point. It does almost feel like it's in a little groove there. Okay, there, just massage it really, really well. Okay, and we go down to 0.0, what is sort of in the middle of this groove. not the groove, sorry, in the middle of the ear here. There. And then just sort of below point 0, so if you go down just a tad further is the stomach point. There. You alright, Alan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then just below the stomach, just a tad below, so around here would be the heart. And obviously if we are anxious, our heart would be really pounding. So that's a really good point to massage. Then if we go just tad up there, that's where the vagus nerve is. Oh, I can feel my assistant falling asleep again.
It's really relaxing. Perhaps I
It's
shouldn't have
very
done.
funny because I can't see him, but my other hand is on his
And you can
shoulders,
feel it.
and I can feel it that he's letting go. His body weight is going.
Perhaps I shouldn't have done it on myself first as well.
Okay, so that's the vagus nerve. Then we go to the adrenal gland, what is sort of here in the middle. Okay, there. So for this I'm just going to do sort of little pinchy moves. We can massage it as well, but for me it's not right. Really good angle. So if you sort of go and pinch the middle there. Okay. And then you go down from there, sort of in there. And that's where the tranquilizer point is, and we use this a few times already. Okay. Then down to the occiput, what is here? Then master cerebral and nervousness, they are very close together at the bottom of the earlobe. So I'm just going to do this pulling motion. Okay, and these are today's points. Okay, so these were today's points. Hopefully you can have a go on yourself or on some of your loved ones, or you can show the video to anyone you can share away, because I think anxiety is going to be a big topic and a big issue in the next few months as countries are opening up. Everything is going to be a bit different, so we will need as much support as we can. Right, so I need to tell you a little secret. When I'm doing these little videos, or when we are doing the videos, we feel anxious as well, because we are going to talk to you, and it's not that easy, but then, you know, we work the points as well on ourselves, and it does work. So it does work miracles. Right, so I'm going to show you the lean boost technique again. Just before that, I would like to say that breathing is very, very important when we are anxious. I know I keep on going on about breathing and about the lean boost technique quite a lot in my videos, but they are there to help us. So basically, breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. But when you're breathing in through your nose, then make sure that you take the air in as deep as you can into your stomach. So you can actually do a little exercise and put one hand on your heart and on the other one on your stomach. Sorry, on your chest, not on your heart. On your chest, and then you can actually feel I need to have a smile because Ellen is doing it again next to me. Sorry. So basically you're breathing in through your nose and you're taking in as much oxygen as you can into your body, and then you are just breathing out the carbon monoxide, the CO2, and with that you're actually releasing tension and anxiety. Right, so lean boot technique, as you've seen it all in Natalie's video. You need to find the solar plexus there, okay, and then you're just going to do this movement. It's very easy, you don't need to do anything else, just this, like that, 10 times on each hand. And quite often I do this on myself when I wake up during the night and I can't fall back asleep. It does work. Also, I do it when I get into a state about something, and it does really help. So please just bear this in mind and have a go. Right, so we are going to say goodbye now, and we shall see you next week. So please stay safe. Keep to social distancing and enjoy a bit life and sunshine. Well, there's no sunshine at the minute, as we know, but we might get it back by the weekend. So yes, see you next week. Bye bye.